we were actually just talking about this yesterday. Your gut really isn't just about digestion, though. It like really kind of powers how the rest of your body feels in terms of your brain fog, your mental space, I mean, how you perform and how you feel. So, first, first things first is how like the military kind of looks at, I guess, your gut health and kind of how that contributes to it. So, what's your experience with being in the military and how that contributed to some
They
kind of
don't teach you any of that stuff.
I understand that. That's what I mean is like it's not I think most people listening to this will understand that
Have no idea.
have no idea, but
Most people listening to this have no idea how important the gut is.
absolutely. And I think a lot of like I mean, in the military you eat MREs, you drink copious amounts of caffeine, alcohol, tobacco. Like I don't think people really understand how all of that contributes to your gut health and your overall health. So dive us into your experience in the military and kind of what that led to for you.
With like,
Like when you're going out in the field with 82nd, when you're going to ranger school, when you're in any school, like you're eating MREs, you're not getting a lot of sleep, you're drinking a lot of caffeine, and then what you experienced after the military and throughout the military with your gut.
I think that I experienced, I mean, I don't know. I didn't really pay attention to it though.
Mhm.
So you know what I mean? Like, I don't ever remember, oh, my stomach, felt this type of way.
Yeah.
Everybody felt like trash. Everybody felt like their stomach,
But
like,
that's normal to feel that way like while you're in too. You just think that's like a normal part of how you're supposed to feel, I guess. And you
But I
just
don't think that it's just in the army though. I think
yeah.
everybody in general is fucked up.
Yeah.
I don't think anybody, or not anybody, but majority of people, they're not like, I would say the number one thing that people come up to me and say that they don't like about themselves, not come up and tell me. I'm evaluating somebody that's wanting to get coaching or something like that, or
Mhm.
or talking to somebody about nutrition or whatever, and every single time it's all about, I don't like the way my gut looks, or I don't like the way my gut feels, or something, or rather, is their core,
Yeah.
is the issue that they don't like.
Mhm.
It's usually never, it very rarely is it like how many people do you like, oh, like my legs aren't big enough? Very rarely.
Yeah,
It's
it's
always about the stomach, the core, the abs, like
I'm
that
puffy,
kind
I'm
of stuff.
inflamed, yeah, I'm uncomfortable.
And the thing is that, like, yes, genetically, if you don't have genetics of, hey, six pack, no matter what you do, no matter what we all know people like that. We all
Mhm.
know people that drink, eat, do whatever. Some don't even work out, and genetically are ripped, are big, are, it just is what it is. But for the normal person like you and I, we have to take care of our gut health, or else nothing feels good.
Mhm.
Our mood is bad. I like, my mood is bad when my stomach hurts.
Yeah.
I think everybody is going to be like that.
Oh, when I'm bloated, I'm so uncomfortable, I'm miserable.
Yeah, and so, like, the biggest and most important thing is that you need to be able to identify why you're feeling a certain type of way. If you're just going through life and just putting up with the feeling, well, dude, you're like, what do you expect?
Mhm.
You know? And usually those people complain the most. And the answer is right in front of you. Just, there are supplements and remedies and all sorts of things to clear out your gut. I've seen things from like parasite extraction,
Yeah.
cleanses, and all this stuff that you can try. Trial and error. That's what I truly believe is the game of health for your own stuff, because you can you can try to mimic somebody's exact protocol and every single thing, and it may not work for you
Yeah.
because your body is different. And especially when it comes to the stomach, I mean, you hear about so many different people having like lactose,
Intolerance,
yeah,
yeah.
like they are sensitive to certain things. So everybody's stomach, I believe, is made up differently.
Yeah.
And our goal and our mission and what we want to actually feel like is a clean, healthy, moving digestion, to where we're not getting backed up, to where we're bloated and things like that. And to me, I feel the best when my gut and everything, my digestion system and everything is working the way that it should.
Mhm.
And if it's not, it's because of the food that I'm putting in my body. 100%. Like that is 100% the reason why the food and the liquid and the nutrients, the nutrition that you're putting into your body is going to dictate whether or not you have good gut health.
Yeah.
And then if you want to add something on top of it after you get the baseline of feeling good, if you want to improve the things, that's where our supplements and anybody's supplements is going to help you.
Yeah.
If you're trying to take anybody's reds or greens, thinking that it's just going to fix all the other issues that you have in your nutrition and your diet, it's not going to happen.
No,
You
it's
have to use these as a supplement, as in, like, all right, I have whole foods nutrition wise, like taken care of and cleaned up my gut, but now I want to get all of these ingredients that you're going to look at, like, see in here. There's a laundry list of ingredients of just antioxidants, superfoods, things like that, that this is going to pretty much flood your system. It's not going to take care of, or change the bad stuff that you put in there to good.
right.
You're just going to be putting good stuff on top of bad stuff.
Right.
So imagine what it's like when your whole foods and your regular nutrition is on point and your digestive system is moving the way that it's supposed to, and then you throw in a reds and greens, something like that, to help and improve and supplement the little things that you're not getting, like the greens and the vegetables and the fruits and things like that. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? But
Yeah.
um, just having reds and greens is not going to fix your gut health. Will it improve better than not taking it? Yeah, of course. Like anything, like something like this that you're putting into your body is going to improve rather than not taking it. You know what I mean?
Right.
So you can take this, you're not going to benefit from it 100% unless you clean up the other stuff too, but
Right.
that's with any supplement.
Right.
And that's with any peptide, anything. Like if you're just trying to stack good on top of bad, you're wasting your time. You're never gonna feel, you'll feel good and bad. You good and bad, and off days and good days, off days and good days. But if you really want to feel consistent, that to me, and I'm not perfect. I'm not sitting here, preaching from this is the way I feel all the time. But I know that if and when I am on my nutrition game 100% locked in, my digestion system, my stomach is feeling good. I'm not having, this might be too much TMI, but people have it, like diarrhea and stuff like that. Like that's not comfortable and that's not fun. And the last thing that I enjoy doing and is walking around feeling bloated with my shirt off or something
Mhm.
like that.
Mhm.
Or in the gym, or just walking around in general, even with clothes on. I hate that bloating feeling.
Yeah. Just feeling like your
And
clothes are so tight and you're
yeah, and
uncomfortable.
it
Yeah.
I truly, it makes me like either be in a really good mood or in a really bad mood,
Oh
just
yeah.
based off of the way that I feel.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. I can be sitting there bloated and be in just a terrible mood for that, only for that reason, because I
mhm.
just feel so awful. Because like kind of like you
So
said,
what do you do? So say that, you know, say that you screwed up last night,
mhm.
right? And we've been there thousands of times.
Yeah.
You just eat like an asshole.
Sure.
And like what that next day, what do you think is like the best? Because you have literally been taught and learned this on your own, like nutrition
Yeah.
stuff from like, certifications and things like that.
Yeah.
I mean, I have felt better when I typically fast, not on purpose, but I typically fast just because I wake up in the morning, I get going, and I just don't stop
Yeah.
until like lunchtime, and then I'm like, man, I'm pretty
I
much done
gotta
with all my work.
yeah.
Like I need to eat.
Yeah.
I've trained, I've worked all morning, like got my
Mhm.
stuff done. But I have just felt good fasting until 12, 1 o'clock in the afternoon.
Yeah.
And it doesn't feel good during it necessarily, but I always feel like my stomach is flatter and
Yeah,
not
and you don't
like as
experience a lot of
bloated.
food noise in the morning either, which I think is once you get used to a like intermittent fasting type of schedule, your body does get used to like not really eating until the afternoon.
Mhm.
But kind of to your question earlier, if you ate like an asshole the day before, you had a bad weekend, like where do you go from there the next day? I mean, I'm a
What do people typically do, and then what should
sure.
you do?
I'm just a girl, and I have learned in the past, like, oh my gosh, you need to do a bunch of cardio, you need to fast the entire next day, like almost like a punishment to your body for putting what you put through the day before. But in my more experience and educational years, I will wake up the next day and just kind of like clear headed,
Mhm.
know that anything I did yesterday is yesterday. And like today is, I mean, a new day, and to like get back on track and not punish myself for what's already been done. My regiment is to really try and like focus on drinking a lot of water because that will flush out. When you're eating like an asshole, you're typically consuming a lot more sodium than your body is used to. And so that's why you feel that bloated, inflamed, like puffy feeling because your body is holding a lot more sodium and holding a lot more water. So I know it's counterintuitive, but drinking water to kind of like flush out the water and the sodium is where I like to start. I definitely like not out of punishment, but I like to make sure I'm getting a lot of movement that day just to continue like sweating and moving and breathing hard to like get that system kind of rolling. But then I really try to get my
So, in short, what you're saying is
yeah,
that, like, if you just sit there, say you ate like trash all night or whatever yesterday,
yeah.
and you're just sitting there, how do you like, you can't expect your body to get that crap to
You're
be
not gonna get anything
moved
moving.
to get
Yeah.
out of your body, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And so you just sitting there all day playing video games, or if you have a job
Like feeling
that
bad for
you
yourself.
have to
Yeah.
sit, down all day, those days stack up just
Yep.
like the good days do.
Yep.
The bad
Absolutely.
days are going to stack up too. And, this is the cycle that a lot of people find themselves in, is just this, eating like crap, and then the next day wanting to make the change, but,
Mhm.
not understanding that, hey, it's just going to be a continuous grind of eating healthy and training. And
Yeah.
that's going to be the fix,
Yeah.
even if it's the training is 20-minute walks
Yeah.
every day after
Yeah.
breakfast,
Yep.
or 20-minute walks after breakfast and dinner. Just getting that body to be moving is going to, there's no like, you can't take back what you did.
No.
And so the only
What's
thing that
done
you
is
can do,
done.
yep. And so the only thing that you can do is get the body moving. Don't just sit there all day long. Get the body moving, and then like, see, the thing about it is that, like, you have to hold yourself accountable.
Yep.
Like, we could sit here and talk about all this kind of stuff, but at the end of the day, like, you are the individual is the one that has to be fed up with the feeling. Nobody else is gonna, make you do it or convince you that you need to do it unless you understand and
Mhm.
you don't like the feeling of feeling like this that we're
Yeah.
talking about.
Yeah.
Everybody knows what we're talking about. And
Everyone has felt it.
yeah, and it's that individual's responsibility to really assess, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because the fix is simple.
Yep.
It really is. Is it comfortable? No. Is it easy? No. But it is very simple. You put the work in, move in 20 minutes after you eat, get the body, and what you're eating is healthy.
Mhm.
Doesn't need to be it just healthy.
Yep. Doesn't need to be chicken and
Whatever that
rice.
means for
Yeah.
you, as in like type of food, things like that, like healthy, whole foods. You fix that, that alone right there, supplements aside, nothing to do with supplements.
Yeah.
Just whole foods and just your typical normal food, that will solve that gut health problem for sure.
Yeah.
But there are other things that you could have developed along the way, that maybe you do need to go see a doctor for, or something like that, to really diagnose, what's going on and things like that. And that's where the medical system is where you should go to actually get the test done to figure out what's going on. Why did my
Mhm.
stomach, feel like this, or whatever. We can definitely self-assess and self-diagnose a lot of the problems just from trial. Like, if I drank a glass of milk and I had diarrhea the next day, I
Maybe.
probably have a lactose problem,
Yeah.
right? If
If you
I
eat a bunch of gluten, eat a bunch of
sure
bread.
eat whatever X
Yep.
this and I got this result, all right, that's That's probably what's causing
Can
it
do
right
your
there.
own
Hmm.
diagnosis a little.
Yep.
Yeah.
And so we just like to do the reds and greens on top of everything because there's just so many nutrients in
Yeah.
here and ingredients in here that are good for you
Yeah.
and that will help us and boost that already like baseline of our digestive system being running and functioning fine. Well, we're always trying to get better, and so I'm going to do this on top of it just to make it more streamlined, put more stuff in there that I want to, you
Yeah.
know. And if I can try to improve it the best that I can, if that means just taking a scoop of this stuff every morning, and that's going to be something that I can incorporate into my routine with my vitamins and stuff like that to accomplish the goal of having a better functioning gut, yeah, I'm going
Yeah.
to do it. That's too easy.
Yeah. And at the end of the day, I would love to say that I'm going to eat 4 to 5 servings of veggies and 4 to 5 servings of fruits a day, but I'm just not going to. I'm
Mhm.
just not going to do it. I can't realistically say that
It's expensive.
I mean, sure, yeah, it's expensive, but like, I mean, veggies are just boring. Let's just say what it is. Like, it's hard to get the kids to eat veggies, and like, and they have our kids have tried these reds and greens, and I swear they were just asking about it the other day. Like, hey, can we get some reds and greens? So there's just something to be said for, but choosing your battles, and if eating fruits and veggies is a battle for you, like choose a different one and solve it an easier way.
Yeah, these are like I like I like smoothies
Yeah.
when it comes to getting like reds and greens, like whole
Mhm.
foods in
Yeah.
outside, and I'll put the reds and greens in the smoothie,
Yeah.
whether it's a protein smoothie or just a regular smoothie, just a fruit one.
Yeah.
Having like fresh strawberries, bananas, or frozen blueberries or something like that
Mhm.
added in here, and it's just like a fruit smoothie. That's where, but that's fruits, that's where I usually am able to get some decent amount of fruits in, but the vegetables is definitely a category that I lack in.
Yeah.
And so the greens definitely helps me supplement the lack of vegetables that I'm
Mhm.
getting in my daily nutrition. But um, that's one portion, and then the greens solve the stomach issues.
Yeah.
They really help with that.
Mhm.
But outside of, just not getting the vegetables that I need, that's what I'm using the supplement for is
Yeah.
that too,
All those
something that I'm lacking.
micronutrients. Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So, fruits, honestly, I could probably eat just fruits every single day, but like I said,
Sure.
it's expensive.
And
Like fruits are definitely expensive.
yeah.
And so the reds is a cheaper option for me to get all the fruits in and things that I want to do on a daily basis as long as I remember.
Yeah.
That's another thing too, is that like
It has to be
it's
part of your routine. It
yeah,
has to
it
be
has to be. It's not something that you're gonna take to the gym or,
No.
get hyped about taking like pre-workout or something like
No.
that. It's something that you need to look at as a daily routine, just like we have the vitamin
Yeah, our little
organizer.
weekly I mean, and we just make it part of our like that's the drink we use to take our vitamins. And so that's just part of, take the vitamins out, scoop the reds and greens, and it's just part of
I
it.
really wish that I could have every single one of our products be in single serving
I know.
packets because I know that that would be huge, just having that in a single serve packet. We just don't have the money to be able to do that. We can't
No.
afford to do that.
No.
It's super expensive. It's like double the price of a tub,
Yeah, per
per
serving. Yeah.
serving. So you're having to pay for the packaging, just the system to run just a single serve operation, like all that kind of stuff,
Mhm.
boxes for the single serve. So,
Yeah.
but you know, life's not gonna be easy
No.
ever. So if you really want it, you'll make the effort and you'll
Yeah.
put in the time and organize. And if you don't, then nobody's to blame except yourself.
Yeah.
So if you really want to have a clean health or a clean gut and you want it to function properly and you are tired of that bloating, first thing is first is to clean up the nutrition. And
Yeah.
like that's if you don't do that, then nothing else matters.
Yeah.
You got to clean up your nutrition.
Yeah. And
Got to get
that's
rid of the things
step
that,
1.
yeah, if it's sugary foods, if it's other types of foods, if it's alcohol, like whatever that is that you need to get rid of, like we all know these things.
Yeah.
That's the first step
Yeah.
because Don't try to pile some supplement greens or reds or fruits or greens or whatever.
Thinking
Like, it's
it's
not going to work.
yeah.
Like that's not how you solve this issue and get on top. And
Yeah.
that's not how you make your stomach. You're going to force your stomach to even more confused.
Mhm.
You're like, you're throwing this shit, but you're trying to get health. Like, what are we doing here? We're mixing all these, things, and we wonder why we're feeling like crap and our mood is off, or we're breaking out, or whatever, like
Yeah,
holding on to
absolutely.
weight in certain areas, or my face is pudgy, or my eyes are, super swollen, or like acne on your face,
Yeah.
just walking around, just not feeling like yourself because your stomach is just like bloated and popping out, or you're always having some people have, like, I was diagnosed with irritable bowel syndrome,
Right.
and so like my stomach is very, very, very sensitive.
Yeah, it
I'm
is.
just so used to it now. It's kind of gross, but like my stomach is so messed up,
Mhm.
and this is truly the only way that I feel normal.
Yeah.
When my gut is messed up, I am so used to it, but it's just like, dude, I hate feeling like this.
Yeah.
I hate it. It's so uncomfortable.
And that's where I was getting from too. Do you think that comes from when you were in the military and, like, MREs, caffeine, alcohol, tobacco, like, all that stuff kinda compiles, and that's just part of that. I know
Oh,
typical
yeah,
American,
like
like, modern lifestyle, but
if you want to know about like what I did to purposely like ruin my gut, I mean, I used to swallow dip spit for years, like for years.
Yeah.
Um, in basic training, we, scored some um pouches, Copenhagen pouches, yeah, and we were doing them in the barracks, and you can't
You
spit.
definitely don't have a spit bottle in there.
Yeah, you can't spit in there, so you got that shit.
Oh my
And
god.
yeah, and we just did that. Like, I'd sleep with them in, because like nighttime lights are off, then you can throw it in and sleep with it. Yeah, that's where I learned that, man.
That sounds awful.
Uh-huh. And so,
But again, this doesn't just relate to the military, like we were saying, like, the modern American diet and culture is like when I go through the grocery store, because I buy mostly whole healthy food, like whole foods for the family, like, you get more weird looks and comments about like, "Oh my gosh, you eat so clean and healthy," than, like, if you got a bag of Doritos and a box of Twinkies on your shopping cart. Like, it's just a backwards kinda culture and ideal to eating, and, like, the other day, I was showing you that I think it was Crumble Cookie has a new ice cream or something out that's, like, one bowl has 185 grams of sugar. That is more than a week's worth of daily, like,
recommended.
recommended in one little thing, and that's normal. People are gonna go get that after a meal, like, they're gonna go eat out and then go get that for a dessert, and it's outrageous kinda what it's come to, and, like, you have to do your own research and understand what you're putting in your body and what your body needs.
Yeah.
So, it starts at the top with your diet and then supplement from
Everybody
there.
knows, everybody, you know what's right and what's wrong.
Sure.
Like,
But then what do you think it is? Like, turning the other cheek and just being like, "Can't be that bad," or just not paying attention to it?
no, I just think that it comes down to what do you actually want?
Yeah.
Like everything comes down to that.
Mhm.
Everything comes down to what, like, everybody wants to feel good.
Yeah.
Everybody wants to look good. But there are certain things that you have to do to that may not for majority of people um are not enjoyable.
Yeah.
And they would much rather have enjoyment and comfort. Well, they think that it's
That short
comfort.
term, yeah.
Yeah, or that satisfaction of that's what they enjoy,
Yeah.
and that, like I said, that's on them. That's their choice. That's fine. As long as you're okay with it. If you're not okay with it, then that's a problem. If you're not okay with something and you're continuing to do it, then that's a fucking problem.
Yeah.
And so that's the part that I don't really understand, is that, like, don't bitch about something that you're not willing to do anything about. Like,
Hmm.
what are we doing here?
Mhm.
You look like like, I'm sorry, but I don't even know what the fucking nice term is. Like, you're bitching about something that you are in control of.
Yeah.
Like, somebody's gonna come do it for you. Nobody's gonna
Or that
come
someone
do it.
wants to hear you complain about
Yeah,
something
but
that
I
you can
don't
do
like
something about.
whatever. Like people complain about everything,
Yeah.
and I complain about shit. But it's like I know that I'm not about to complain about something that I can control and fix.
Yeah.
I'm going to call myself out
Yeah.
about the things that I can control and fix that I'm not doing right. But I'm not gonna bitch about it. Like, oh man, why the fuck? Why do I look like this? No, I'm gonna look at me and be like, damn, I need to get my shit together.
Mhm.
You know, fuck it. I've been off my shit for 2 weeks. I need to get it together.
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna sit here and like, you know, come complain about it and then go back and do it the same thing, expecting tomorrow to wake up and be like, oh, you know, like I've heard people that were really out of shape say that they turn and twist and turn and tell themselves that yeah they're looking all right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And
Find the right angle to where they're
yeah, that's what I'm
okay
saying.
with, yeah, how
So
they
it
look.
has to be that person to want to make the change.
Yeah.
If the individual does not want to make the change is not going to happen.
Yeah.
I mean, I learned this in addiction. Like no, nobody ever came to me and was like, hey man, you really need to, because I could hide it so well. But I knew that the only way out is if I'm gonna get myself out of this.
Mhm.
And that's kind of how fucking life works for a lot of people.
Yeah. And
Not
that's
everybody,
yeah.
not everybody has to figure it the fuck out,
Yeah.
and I'm not saying that you being on your own is noble or anything like that, but just saying, at the end of the day, like you are making the choices in your life
Mhm.
and nobody is making them for you, especially when it comes to the food that you're putting in your mouth.
Yeah. And that's not to say if you don't have the knowledge to get yourself out of something like that yet, that you can't, like, hire a coach or get someone to help you with that kinda stuff, but you should be actively
But babe, like
l
we're in 2026.
I know.
You could literally fucking ask ChatGPT to make you a thing. And here's the best part about it is that and I recommend people do this. I truly do.
Mhm.
But again, you're going to get the same information that's already out there. It's just going to be a custom,
To you,
tailored
yeah.
to you and to what it is that you're telling this AI ChatGPT or whatever AI agent, you're telling it what you want to tell it, you know. Now, is it going to spit something out and if you follow it, are you going to get results? Yeah, because you haven't followed anything.
Yeah.
So yes, if it gives you something and you can follow it, then dude, that's all that you need.
Yeah.
There you go. What took you so long?
Mhm.
You know, you didn't want to hire a coach. It's fine. Hire an AI agent. If you can do that and be successful and accomplish the goal, then awesome. But majority of people, that's not the problem. It's not that they don't know or the information isn't out there.
Mhm.
They don't want to go get the information. It's out there.
Yeah.
They don't want to go get it. And you can't do that for you. Like you can't force somebody
To do that for
to
themselves.
do that.
Yeah.
That is a thing that they have to decide to do. And if you don't want to figure it out on your own and you want somebody to diagnose your weaknesses and develop a plan for you, then that's where we come in
Yeah.
as coaches.
Right.
And that's where we help you. We take you need to figure it out on your own. We take that all off the table and we show you through all of our coaching and conversation. We show you based off of where you're at a path to where you can get out of this hole and get on the right track.
Mhm.
And if you have questions, ask at any time. We will teach you whatever it is that you want to know.
Yeah.
That's where we can teach you. And you can learn that way just by doing it. And then you can leave us after however long, 6 months typically.
Yeah.
And then they're off on their own.
Yeah.
And you know what I mean? So yeah, but it's right there for them to go get. It's either, you know, I don't want to pay for a coach and get the knowledge, or they truly just can't follow a system
Mhm.
because they could easily, like I said, go on to ChatGPT and get a nutrition plan. It's there.
Yeah.
But are you going to follow it? No. Because if you were, then you would have already been doing it. You
You
know,
would have exhausted that
the
option.
second
Yeah.
that you heard about this ChatGPT stuff, you'd be like, oh, I could use it for this and start doing it.
And there's even been those ads that I've seen, like, when we're watching
Yeah.
something on TV that it's like, ChatGPT, I wanna do how many pull-ups by
hmm
whatever date, and it's like, "Got it, here's a," and it gives, like, a whole.
You know what's awesome though is that there are people that are doing it and
Yeah.
that are actually getting legit
Yeah,
results because
figuring it
they're
out.
following it.
Yeah,
And
figuring
I
it
think that that's
themselves.
awesome. I think it's like, look, what's your excuse?
Yeah.
What's your fucking excuse now? You literally can get this shit. You can get a program and nutrition all planned for you.
Mhm.
What is your excuse for being a turd? You know,
Yeah.
fuck is your excuse now? There is no excuse, man.
Yeah.
You're a fucking bad example. You don't care. Like, you don't care about the shit that successful people care about. You know, honestly, that's the way that I fucking feel about it.
Yeah.
And it's just the truth. You know what I mean? And I don't get tired of it because I don't really have to deal with it, but I see it a lot. I just see people out in the real fucking world,
Yeah.
not on Instagram, not on social media, in the real world that just look miserable with their life. And it it doesn't bother me anymore because I exhausted, like, if you want my help, then you'll come get it. I'm
Mhm.
available. You can hire me to help you. I'm not doing it for free. You can hire me to help you and I will help you.
Right.
You know, and those people are the ones that make the change every
When they
single
have
time.
some skin in the game.
They're the ones
Yeah.
that make the change every fucking time. I've had 2 people quit on my coaching ever, and it was because of, personal issues. And months later, they text me, and still what we did in that month affected their life to where,
Yeah.
like, they're like, bro, thank you. Like, I know that you didn't coach me, but I took everything that you said and I applied it. And here I am. I just
Mhm.
showed you a message like
Yeah,
the other
yeah.
day from that. But those are the people that actually make the change that, yes, invest the money into it. And it's a lot of it, a lot of them are like, man, I don't care about the money. It is what it is, dude. I just want this.
I just need
You know,
I
I
need
just
this.
need this. You know what I mean? And yeah, like those are the types of people that I used to want to work with everybody. I used to want to help everybody, but I
Yeah.
can't.
You
And
can't.
so I
You really
only
can't.
want the people that are legit going to listen and execute.
Yeah, you literally can't help everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've definitely noticed that. You were saying you see people out in public. The one thing that makes me really sad is people that are so unhealthy
And
in
we're
their.
not judging anybody here.
No, we're no, I'm not perfect. I am
But I am
absolutely
definitely
so
aware.
far from perfect
I'm
that.
aware of everything.
Yeah, yeah. What I see out in public is it makes me sad when I see like these kids that don't have the knowledge and understanding of like what they're putting in their body and their. I mean, I just showed you that story about this poor kid who was like 7 years old and died of, and he was 250 something pounds. Just makes that part makes me really sad.
And what I say,
Oh, I
what
don't
I say
remember
that was that. Why did that happen?
because his parents were.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Bad parenting.
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
So,
Like that to me, those fucking, like you said, the parents are like
oh,
gonna get,
they're
they're
yeah,
getting
they're like have
investigated,
second
right?
degree murder charge, something
Fuck
kind of.
yeah.
Because he's 7 years old and he was
Yeah.
255 pounds, I think, and he
Yes.
died obviously of.
That kid does not decide what he puts in his mouth. His
No,
parents do.
7 years old.
Yeah, his parents were giving him that shit. His parents were buying that.
Yeah, that's
That's
what makes me really sad that I wish I could help everyone
if
because.
if the story, I have no idea anything about the story, but if
Yeah,
the story is this kid that was living a normal life and
yeah, as
the
normal as
parents
possible
were
if you're that
grocery
big.
shopping and
Yeah,
choosing all this stuff and just
yeah,
let him do this and die like that. Nah. Yeah,
hurts my heart.
yeah, but you know, it's it's something to where if you don't want to make that change and you don't want to live that lifestyle, then you're probably not going to. So
Mhm.
that's what I feel about gut health. I truly feel like it it contributes to everything about your day.
Yeah,
If you wake up stomach's flat, stomach feels good, you know, normal pee in the morning, and then
Your face isn't puffy, you feel
yeah,
clear
yeah,
brained,
yeah,
everything. Yeah.
and you just feel clean, like
So,
not bloated or anything like that. It's like the best feeling in the world.
absolutely.
Then you get up
You
and go
just
hit a
start the day
workout, and then
on
you're
a
like, yeah, like this
Mhm.
is I'm on it,
Yeah.
and then fall in love with that feeling.
Yeah.
That's what that's what I really told myself hundreds of times. Is like, dude, why you keep going back to that feeling, man? Just fall in love with this one and just like be obsessed with this feeling
Yeah.
and just, do this feeling. But, you know, humans humans want to make it hard.
Yeah. We wanna be
I
as
think
comfortable as
I think we
possible.
do things on intentionally to make it a little bit harder, and then, we say we want something, and then, it's just
Mm.
we're humans,
Mhm.
but at the end of the day, like, everybody wants to feel good.
Yeah.
There's nobody out here be like, yeah, I want to feel like shit today.
Yeah.
No, everybody wants to feel good.
Yeah. So it starts at the top. Eat whole foods. If you
And all these
need
things that we're telling you, man, we're
Yeah.
doing it ourselves.
Yeah.
We're like we catch ourselves
I was
slipping.
gonna say, and again, we're not perfect. We're not coming from this, like, pedestal of,
No,
like
we come to you in this garage and just like
a garage of
we're
truth.
just bringing the conversations that we're having
Yeah.
outside of here, we're bringing them into this
Yeah.
studio, and
In hope
we
that
will get another camera to where you can be on it.
Okay.
I obviously want you on it, but these cameras are goddamn expensive out
Yeah, they
here.
are.
So this one that we're shooting on right now is it used to be like 2,500. Now it's like $4,200. It's
Yeah.
like a car. It went up
Wild.
or like a house. It went up in value.
It's insane.
So if we want to have the same thing, we got to invest 4 grand into it. And if you guys want that, we need you to
Someone send us one.
need that or share the show.
Yeah.
Help us get this out.
That's
You know what I
right.
mean? Like if this show is producing a result
Mhm.
in the business and things like that, like then we can invest more money into
It
it.
all ties together.
If they don't care, then it is what it
It is
is.
what it is.
So all right, we'll see you guys in the next episode. Do you have an idea of what we got next?
I don't.
No? Okay.
I don't. We'll see what we got.
All right. Well, you guys will just have to tune in to the next one and find out.
It's all right. See
See
ya.
you.